G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Planet Zoo Career Mode. And yes, we've got two more career options available to us. So we have the Apprenticeship, the Madagascan Simian Conservation Projects that's been unlocked, and also I have the Tiger. Tiger, I think this is a Japanese name, but we'll get into this, not Tiger. But yes, we shall certainly have a look at all of this very shortly. So why don't you enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, so we're back into the apprenticeship we're going to go on to. So the Madagascan Simian Conservation Project. The Conservation Zoo is a combination of Bernwood Goodwin's work in the region, specialising in simian breed and release programs, as well as championing and highlighting the diverse species of apes and monkeys. But never one to be complacent, Bernard now wants to see what you can do in this most promising of locations. I'm going to stay with difficulty of medium for this one. We went easy for Goodwin House, we're going to go medium for that. So let's start new, medium. This is the apprenticeship, the apprenticeship. So while it's loading up, we must recognise apes and monkeys, two different distinct family branches, or two different distinct family branches, I think would be fair to say. And of course you have, we're about to find out. Now this looks quite lovely.
Welcome to Madagascar. It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh?
Oh, it's lovely.
Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing.
Yeah.
The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are.
Correct.
And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's
Lots
why
of climbing,
I'm
chimpanzees.
that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives
I like the
worth
levels.
living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
Okay, I like the way the
What do you think of
staff
Madagascar,
paths
then?
are all
Bit warm for
lower.
my taste, to be honest. Anyway, this is Bernie's primate sanctuary. It's not just primates, though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh? We'll start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Okay, so we're going for the bronze target to start with, and we are going to do a few things and have a look over. Waiting to get control. There we go. Yeah, right there. Okay. Do we want to have a little look around? Nice new enclosure build there. We'll be asked to do something. I like the treehouse nature of this build. This is really cool. This is giving me an idea of something, of a zoo. It's giving me a little idea of that. Depending on how many apes and monkeys are in the game, we might be able to do something, get a little series specifically on this. It's giving me a few ideas. Okay, so we need to go and highlight get to the highlighted area.
Red-ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforests of Masoala. That's in northeast Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years.
I didn't.
Fancy that, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Right. I didn't know we did. I think we did ring-tailed lemurs, but I didn't know we had red lemurs in the game or even in the wild. There's a baby or juvenile. Isn't it cute? Well, the lemurs are adorable. Okay, so that's a fact. Oh, I like this, the way the three of them share the water. That's quite nice. Okay, they want us to find the orangutan. Okay, let's see. Orangutan.
The Bornean orangutan is such a marvellous creature. They're always a big favourite at any zoo they feature in.
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet.
Yeah.
Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go into the animal camera.
I think they're bigger than lions as well. Okay, let's open up on the female in the middle. There she is. What's she doing?
Aren't they just incredible?
She's climbing.
When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're
Oh,
quite the
bonobos.
characters.
Now, bonobos are a bit like a chimp, but more closely related to humans. They find that there's only a 3% genetic difference between a human and a bonobo, but it's a very sort of it's a big difference, that 3%, and we'll find out. We'll go and have a look at them actually. I don't know if I can get out of this. Can I get out? There we are. There we are. Just had to click out of it. What's this little raft here? Okay, this is a great zoo. I like all the levels here. This is really nice. These are all staff paths, I believe, and that's kind of cool. I'm really coming up with some ideas here. Okay, bonobos. Let's have a look at a bonobo.
Dear. It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed.
Right,
And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them.
there
But
he is.
before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
Okay, the
Good.
boundary.
Now open the animals tab.
Here, the
And
animals.
click on box all animals to box up the remaining bonobos.
Box all animals.
Now,
That's
we'll need
quick.
a vet to recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish.
Right,
Go
we
into
go
the
to...
zoo section and then into the staff management area. You can find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment. Hire a vet. Great, now let's deal with our escapee before they can cause too much havoc. Use the animal alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo.
Animal alerts.
And then click on the call vet button to call the vet over to capture it.
Okay, people are freaking out about this
that's a relief.
bonobo.
So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend, let's go fix up their habitat so they can't escape again.
Okay, click
Head
off
back
the
over
bonobo.
there.
Where is it? Alright, he got a bit of distance there. The vet is on his
As
way.
you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's get this one replaced.
Okay.
Select the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
Delete the broken section.
Good. Now that we've done that, we need to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top. That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out.
Ooh.
Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that. Okay, so go into the options section and select which side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on. And don't get it wrong. We're more worried about bonobos climbing out than guests climbing in.
Climb-proof options are here. Curved barrier top, habitat perimeter. Okay, so it was here. Climb proof.
Nicely done.
There we go.
And I think it's high time we unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say? The
I
poor
agree.
mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long.
So let's select the
Select
enclosure.
the habitat barrier
Yep.
to bring up the habitat information panel again. And then open the animals tab. And finally, click on unbox all animals to let them out. I expect some of them are fair bursting for the toilet.
There we go. So the
So,
bonobos.
it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop
Look at 'em.
any more breakouts.
They're
You see,
strong.
mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals. Go
Right,
into the zoo
mechanics.
section and then into the staff management area again.
Let's get
Hire a
to.
mechanic and then click on a path to place them in the zoo. Gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Okay, next scenario is unlocked. Stop putting down these
Oh,
guys.
I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo. The main thing is that you dealt with it swiftly. And more importantly, without the animal stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
Just looking at this.
You see, another
That's
key
really
responsibility
cool.
for our vets is animal research.
What's down
Researching
here?
animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality.
This is all
The
kind of...
animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo.
That's cool.
In order for a vet to undertake research, they
Look at
require
this.
a research centre. And once again, that's something that this zoo is missing. So let's build one. I've marked out an area for you to put it.
Doesn't need to be that high, does it? It's very good. I like this. Right, what's she doing? She's carrying on about something. Oh, here we go. They want something. It's right where we were, actually.
Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre.
Correct.
Don't worry. You see, the building that's currently there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it. If you select the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building. Okay, click to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Nice.
Right. Splendid work.
I think it's
now
done.
that we have a brand spanking new research centre, we can give our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So,
What's this?
let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs.
Oh,
Go
the
into
other
the zoo
lemurs.
section
Lovely.
and select vet research.
We're going to get back to this little hut that we were just working on, this one. Yep. Okay, zoo. And we're going to... Let's have a look here. Find vet research in here. Wow, this is
Here,
complicated.
you can see a list of all
nice.
the animals present in your zoo. And also all the potential diseases that can occur.
Right, zoo.
Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to start their research.
So where is he? Edmund Robinson. And we want him onto the ring-tailed lemur. So these are the unlocked ones, are they? We've got bonobos. Okay, so he does that.
Actually, thinking about it,
So this one's
I'm not
unlocked.
sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat. Let's head over there and add some, so our guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
Who are we going to?
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Education boards. Right. So we want a board to go, please. Here on a stand. How do you go on a stand there, people? Wait, shouldn't that snap to it? Just seeing if that will snap to it, people. Okay, so I want this to go here. No, hang on. We don't want that. Position snap. There we go, position snap. Lovely. All right. Geez, if you didn't know...
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about.
But where's the second one?
Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
Right. So we click off that. We go into
And
it.
from the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur.
Absolutely.
Although I'm sure that last part was obvious. When you link an education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by.
Right.
If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much. Okay, now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals. instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading. Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
Where's the second one going to go, people?
Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education boards.
Okay, that's good. I didn't know about doing this. You can increase the range as well. Yeah, let's go right out. I think she might ask us to do this. She might say, hang on a sec. Ring-tailed lemur.
Fantastic! Oh, it's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it. Oh, it looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs. We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
Right. Right, here we go.
Collect your research rewards. Just so you
he's done
know,
this.
vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level.
Ah, right.
I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone.
So, this gold one means he's already researched. These
now
guys
that we've enriched
are
the lives of our
2 out of
guests,
5.
let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space. And you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we?
Yep.
Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Okay, pause. Can we pause it for a sec? Let's see.
Next, click on the Terrain tab.
Terrain.
Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch.
Geez, I don't know. Maybe we
By
should
the
build one
way,
ourselves.
It's not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
Right. Right, they got water they need. Okay, let's go habitats. Let's go enrichment. No, hang on. Yep, enrichment and climbable. And we want this one. I like that one though. I think it's quite cool. Yeah, let's do this. And I might do, say, this. And then that. So it's in the ground. In fact, just not too tall, actually, like that. Okay, let's unpause the game.
Oh, that's a great climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it.
We didn't spin
Do you
it.
know
But
what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Okay. So this is the habitats. We want the actual habitats, which will be this one. Is it? Nope. This
Lovely.
one.
Now select the Animals tab.
Animals.
There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality. Grade 2 Food Quality. My mouth's already watering.
Right. Grade 1 is that we want grade 2.
So, a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten.
That's weird.
Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing animals into the wild. You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile, After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility
So
gene.
we got
And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits will be rewarded when we release them. Now, conservation credits are
mandrills, are they?
vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo.
Yeah.
Because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals.
Okay.
And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
Right. Just while she's paused, because she doesn't pause very often, but while she is paused, I just want to say, pet hate of mine is definitely people saying orangutan and pronouncing the G on the end. There's no G, it's tan, orangutan. And it's funny how even she's doing it in this listening, but she's definitely doing it.
Okay, I'd like you to find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him,
Actually,
please.
maybe she
You can
didn't.
either click through each orangutan in turn,
Oh,
or
she's not.
select the
Okay.
habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
Right, I wasn't listening to her. I was slagging her off instead. So she said to do... Oh, find a particular one. Okay, let's get off Zahara, the mandrill. What's this? Gisang? We want... Who do we want? We're looking for... Release Agang. Okay, we want Agang. So let's... So in the habitat, we could go this, and we could see the animals. And there's... We want Agang. Is it Agang? See objectives again. Agang. We want Agang. Okay, let's click on Agang. Wait, where is Agang now? Hang on. Well, there's 3 here. Where were you? That's Agang. Here he is. Oh, he's a giant one. He's massive. Oh, they're going to miss him though. Okay, but he's got to go. Look at the baby. How cute. I mean, this is ridiculously cute. Okay, so what do we want? Release him in the wild. So would this give us 1171 conservation credits, or will it... Right, let's have a look at these. So leaves, we're on 1666.
I know
It
it's
gave
sad to
us.
see him
It gave
go,
us.
but he'll be happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong, and fertile.
Yang.
Excellent work there. You've definitely got potential, you know.
Right. Are we going to get this gold target or what?
I see you've been doing some homework. Although, it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I
Yeah,
imagine
the
I'd have
staff
got much
section
better
is
grades at
brilliant,
school
by the
if
way.
there'd been less algebra and more algebra. Tortoises.
Okay,
Yeah, this is
so
great,
far
this one.
we've done a lot of work with habitat animals, but now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit.
That'll be
I've
here.
marked an area for our new
Nope.
exhibit.
Here.
How about we head over there?
Well, that's a tiny exhibit.
Lovely. Now let's build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left.
What the hell's
Just
next
add it
to
to
it?
the building like we did with the research
see
centre
here.
earlier. Then pop it into the gap.
Let's see if we can find what this is before we build that other ridiculously small one. Some lizard? Throwing money in that. Oh, a lesser Antillean iguana. Love it, love it, love it. Where is it? We'll click on the animals tab. And there's one, Eduardo. Where are you, Chief? Oh, there you are. Okay, good, good, good. You're over here. Unclick you. Oh, yeah, cool. He is great, actually. I like that. Maybe we can do slightly bigger and not just square versions of these. Okay, let's see what we're going to put in there. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's see. So in here, we are going to put in exhibits in here. Small exhibits. We want this. Select to add to group. And then we want to go Z, Z, and Z. Actually, no, we should be able to just do it. This is four-sided.
Perfect. The next thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there.
Right.
How about a Gila monster? Open up the
Ooh.
exhibit trading section and adopt one.
Now this is cool. A Gila monster is a brown and red lizard. They're found in Australia, I believe, or no, maybe Indonesia. Very stumpy looking lizard. It's with a G on the end, but I always said Gila monster, but it's a Gila monster, which is interesting. I've been mispronouncing that. Okay, that's cool. We want request exhibit animal, exhibit trading, Gila monster. Yeah, see? There it is. Looks spotted. Okay, so there's one. Let's adopt him.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit.
There we go.
Click on the exhibit to send it there.
So that's being
When
done.
you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll
That's cool, though.
automatically be given the correct setup.
There it is.
But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them.
Okay.
So let's finish it off. We'll start by adding some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel.
Yep.
Good. Now click on the Layout tab.
Click on the layout.
Well, it looks like we've only got the enrichment level 1 items unlocked at the moment. Never mind. Let's turn on at least one of them for the Gila monster.
Let's put hiding place C.
As I'm sure you know by now, you
So
can
that's
unlock
that.
more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the
Let's do
Climate
this.
tab.
Yeah, we'll just do the small one.
Here you can
Okay.
see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy.
Right. Right. It's 35 degrees, and he wants it to be 35 degrees, so that's fine. But then humidity. Now, humidity's 83% it needs to be. Ah, there's a second dial. Okay. So humidity's well off. Okay, yep. Let's put that up. 91. Ah, humidity's way too high. Okay, good. So it needs to be down here at... So humidity needs to be down here. Let's see what it is. There it comes. The humidity's coming right the way down. So it wants it dry. It wants it dry but hot. 36 degrees, quite hot. Ooh, that's right in the zone. 31, we've gone a bit too low. Bring him back up. See if we can get him into here. 35. Nope, go down even lower then. Should be in the red. 24. Very
and the last
nice.
thing we need to look at is setting up the different windows. So click on the Windows tab.
Different windows. I don't...
You can edit and customize any of the windows on an exhibit. A window can be closed and blank, or have a 2-dimensional background, or even a 3-dimensional background on it. Why don't you have a play around with the options?
Okay, let's see. So
There's
let's...
also an exhibit education board. Pop them down near your exhibits to teach your guests about them.
Oh, that's weird.
Let's add one now.
Let's do a 3D facade. That's quite cool. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 3D facade there and keep the other 3 open. Right. And then I'm just going to close this and I'm going to go into this one, go to Windows. And on this one here, I'm going to go... Oh, no. So we want none there. So that's not window 1. We want window 2. There he is. And I'm going to put a 3D on that one. So now these two are back-to-back 3Ds. And it's got the stupid sky in that one. But I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that. That's kind of nice. Gila monster. What did she want us to do? Find education boards. Yes. So here we go here. We want these guys. And do we have the stands for these? Exhibit education board. Now, because we're already on this one... Oh, that's kind of cool to put him there. Let's put one here. Let's put one... So, what about if we do this? Flick it. Maybe we can only put one in. And we want to click on it. And we want to say Gila monster.
Lovely stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here. Right, now I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them.
Right.
Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
That's ridiculous colours, but let's just change those to those so we can try a few different things. It's not too bad. I've got to listen to what this lady keeps saying. What do you want us to do now? Have at least 12 species in the zoo. We've got 9. Right. Okay, she really wants us to kick off here. Where does she want more of these? Increase the average habitat species overall welfare to 90%. Well, she really wants us to kick off here, doesn't she? Okay, right. She wants an extra species in here, and we need to see. So let's see what we've got. If we go to zoo... Thanks for that. Can we just get this guy doing something else? Because he's... Where the ring-tailed lemur is... Well, it's almost at the top. Let's keep him going on that one then. Yeah, so these are the ones that we've got. We could get a tapir in. Okay, let's go. Animal trading. Yeah, we can get these tapirs. We haven't got any tapirs, have we? Now, how do we see what our animals are, though? If I go zoo and I can see... These are our animals. So we've got bonobos, the lemur. I thought we had the other lemurs, the red lemurs. Yeah, red ruff lemurs. So we've got the ring-tailed and the red ruffed, we've got the burrowing cockroach, we've got the Gila monster, and the lesser Antillean iguana. So we want chimpanzees, giant tiger land snail. Can I get those? Maybe I'll have a look at what's available. If I go here, and then I do storage, trade history, rewards, can I do exhibit trading? What else could I get here? There's lots of these guys. I don't want them. Goliath frogs we could get. That would get us one of the objectives. There's a gold one as well. It's going to cost us quite a bit of credits. I don't think we've got them. Let's get him anyway. Okay, we're going to get a frog. Let's just get him and get him set up, actually. So I'm going to set up one more of those little exhibits. Exhibit 1. Where's exhibit 1? Is he not open? Ah. This exhibit here is not open. So what's in here? He's got a giant burrowing cockroach. We could set this guy up. We could set him up. We can go... I want this guy. Okay, so he's in there. Right. That'll give him the giant frog. What is he? Goliath frog. He's going to be a big bugger. Where is he? Right. Now, we want to check on a few things. Temperature for him is not set. So I think we just want it to be set here. Ambient. Humidity is good. Temperature. And this guy, I think we're on the right. Yeah. Maybe down a tiny bit. Okay, so that's set. That's good. They're already good, but they're already set. I think we are good on this guy. Should we just change exhibit shell color to ridiculous one, just to change it up? Yeah, why not? Maybe we should make it green. Let's make him green. There we are. That's done. Okay, now I believe we've just got ourselves another objective. So there's 10. We need 2 more. Okay, so we got him. And now we want to set up... How are we going? 33 minutes. I guess we could just... Yeah, maybe we could just kind of do this. Well, I don't know. Should I try and do one here? What if I could set up a double exhibit here? Yeah, I could do this quite speedily, couldn't I? Well, I could put something here. No, I could put these 2 guys here, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so what are we getting here? We're going to get ourselves a tapir. Giant land snail. I think we should just put 1 tapir in here then. Okay, so let's do the barriers. And let's go for barriers, wood logs. And I want this to be like this. I want it to go like, say, like this. Here. We're going to do a really crude kind of... I'm going to do square bits. Hang on. I just want to undo that last bit. We're doing really square bits here just to get kind of this big kind of circular one. We're going to put tapirs in. This is just, if we had a bit more time in this episode, we could kind of do this a little better. The height really went up there, didn't it? I don't think the tapirs are going to need these big heights. So let's do something here. Let's increase that. I want to select maybe this one. So if I go shift, is it shift? Edit barrier. I want to select him and him. Actually, we want to select quite a few here. So if I do this and this, one more. Yep. And then, so around the back we really got some height going on there. I'm going to bring the whole lot down now. This one we want to bring up to that one. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, I think we've got that. That's good. Can it stop raining while we do this? Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, under barriers we want to put a gate. And I'm going to do this connecting to the path, please. So if I do that, will you connect? Let's do him there, and let's do a staff path. So we go to paths, and we go staff path. Let's do it green. And he's like that, and change that one so it matches. Let's also do something here. Let's get this path, and take that off. Yep, that's nice. And so these guys can look in. Yep. So the guest will be able to look into this. We'll need to fix something up here, so let's see about this. I thought we did that. Let's go to rain, and we want to disabled, so we can't do that. So we need these guys to connect up. So if I go to barriers, I go delete, and then I go to connect. Alright, you guys do that, but then what I need to do is go here and select it, edit barrier, and then go, this whole section needs to come up, please. And I want this to be these two as well. So this whole section needs to come up at the back, so these tapirs don't kind of... I just want to get this one and select maybe these two. Maybe the next one as well, actually. And the next one, yeah, and then we go up a bit, yeah, okay. And then these guys here, so all we need to do is you, and you, and, sorry, you, and you, and we want the height of these guys to go up a bit. Okay, so, I don't know if that's going to be okay for the tapir. I think it is going to be fine. Let's do you and you, and we want to level these now. So if I did, panel too long, that's weird. Okay, if I did this bit, and you bring you down a bit. One in the middle, bring you down a bit. Okay, and the point in the middle there, you're going to come down a tiny bit, and we'll leave the rest. I'm going to put you right in the middle, just to go up a bit. It kind of works if we've got this sort of big one at the back. Okay, that's good. I mean, it's tipping it down at the moment, absolutely tipping it down. Right, so that is the habitat. And I want to check if the barrier, yep. And we want to go view animal market, and for this one I want it to be, what do we want? Species, tapirs, yeah. So we want the tapirs. Let's grab this guy and this one, and sorry, this one, and this one, yep. And waiting in trade center, center zoo, and I want him to go in here, right? And where are the rest? Storage, he's relocating. It'll come back to it. Then we go storage. He's now relocating. Oh, 39 minutes. We need to kick off this gold. Right, they're doing that. And then I think we need to go enrichment items now and see what's going on. Animals. So capacity, they want feeders. So we would go habitat. And we would go food and water. I think we're going to do the water trough. And we're going to do the food bowls. Right, species in the habitats. They haven't been brought in yet. I'm going to see what the issue is though. Staff should be able to get there and bring him in. There he goes, he's bringing him in now. So that'll be the first one coming in. These guys are being placed on plateaus. I think we can get rid of this one. Thank you. Just have those two feeding. And I think we should get ourselves plants, but we've got to find out what these guys like. So the tapir is there. He wants enrichment items. So we'll go to habitat and we'll go enrichment items. And I want it specific to a tapir. So what enrichment items would the tapir like? Enrichment items. Species food enrichment. Toy enrichment. Tapir, what would he like? He didn't mind that. What else would he like? A tire? I can't see why a tapir would like a tire. But they did like it. Okay, food enrichment. I think we'll give him a forage box. Ooh, that'd be quite cool, yep. Okay. Yeah, forage box. So he's good. Social and habitats. He wants plants and a hard shelter. So if we go heaters and coolers, beds and shelters, and I think we'll get him a metal box. No, a hard shelter. Classic shelter. This seems like it's a nice one. Hard shelter 44%. It does want plants though. Now I need to know what sort of plants he likes. He likes, so if I go to plants, nature, and select filters, and I want this to be tropical, and I want it to be, biome's going to be tropical, temperate, and grassland. Tropical, temperate, and grassland. And now we want to put plenty of these guys around, so then he can start to hit in the Z key as well. Let me see if I can get some grasses though. Banana palms, that could be cool. Okay, let's put some banana palms in over here. So plants and coverage, he's sitting at 2%, 9%. So this is going up a bit. He does have his sort of... He's got his sort of his coverage going there of these plants. 43. I'm going to probably have to have a cut in here somewhere. So we'll have to see how that goes. But he's got his plants. And I think, are we happy now? He's got, I guess, these guys. He needs a... well, he really wants a bit more of that. But look, I think we're just going to have to say that that's happy. It's done. I think we've now got 11. And I think the very latest one is to put in, of course, let's put in these little habitats. Let's put in, we want the... I want this to be nature facilities. I want enclosures. Small animal exhibits. And I want... Where can I put this? I just want to put this guy in and get that large snail in next. If I go up a bit... Nope, shift. Small animal exhibit. Well, can't I put this guy somewhere? Let's go to here. Just don't know where he could be. Oh, that's the entrance to the zoo. And I guess, could I maybe change the species around a bit? Have we got something else that's a bit... Like, what are you? Toilet block. Okay, have we got double up of anything? That was those two we put in earlier. Yeah, I think what I want to do is I want to see if I could grab exhibit 1, and can I copy it? Duplicates. Nope. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to, so we would basically have to build another exhibit and grab that extra one there. So I'm going to leave it here. I think we've gone ahead and got our tapirs. Where are they? I mean, it's raining. It hasn't stopped raining in the rainforest. I can't see a thing. Why are we selecting that? Don't be selecting that. Where is the tapirs? There they are. Look how rubbish this one is. The tapirs are here. Of course, one thing we should do, we should make sure in here under habitats is we should put in... is it nature facilities? Guest facilities. We want viewing devices and speakers, and I want a board here for these guys. So let me just put this one here, and I want to then grab this as a tapir. Educational content. So what we would have to do is grab ourselves, well, I don't believe we have any power going, so we'd have to grab ourselves some power and put in a few of the donation boxes and basically do everything that we kind of should have done it should we have had more time. But we are well into this episode, so we're going to leave it here. This will be gold, and this will be probably the last we'll see of this one. We will go back to the very next one, which I can't remember what it was. It wasn't to do with the apes, but I think we've got lots of inspiration here about multi-levels and some sort of treehouse zoo going on there as well. This is definitely going to take a lot of tinkering when we start to get set up. We're going to add in things like these lovely lights. It is going to be really cool when we start to get ourselves set up and I can tinker off camera and on camera with different things and make things look quite nice. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, so please don't forget to leave a comment down below. And of course, so this has been, I think, episode 3 of the career mode. We will be starting a Let's Play zoo at some stage when we get a few more of these skills up after a few more of these episodes. And don't forget to check out my Voxel Tycoon stuff that's going on as well. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the very next episode of Planet Zoo. Cheers.